welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here with your readings for March the 26th through April the 1st. I can't believe we're in April already. It's crazy. So first of all, thank you for liking my videos, for sharing them on your social media, for commenting. I read every comment, for subscribing if you haven't already. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And please check out my Patreon page. I have a Patreon page. The link will be below, and it'll also be on my YouTube channel, and just check it out. It's another way to just support me, and I want to thank my patrons. I just started it a week or so ago, and it's just thank you. Now, I just wanted to do a little astrological report first. Also, personal readings are below. These are for general readings. They're for your sun, moon, and rising. You'll find those links to the other videos down below, so you can click on your sun, moon, and rising. And I will put a timeline if you're checking out more than one video, where to skip this intro, because I'll put this intro on everything. So the big news is the full moon in Libra on the 31st. Now, this is a blue moon. We call it a blue moon. That's how it comes, once in a blue, right? Once in a blue moon. It's usually every 2.5 years, but we actually had one in January. But we didn't have only because we didn't have a full moon in February, because it was 28 days. It was too short. So we have 2 full moons, and the second moon is not really blue. It's just called a blue moon. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go to astrology. So this very powerful full moon is in Libra. Now, Libra is about love. It's about relationship. It's about harmony. It's no conflict. It wants to be balanced, and that's wonderful, right? Yes. But at the same time, the Sun and Mercury, which is retrograde, is opposing it, and that's in Aries. And also we have Mars in Capricorn and Saturn opposing it too. So there's this, there's Leo. There's the full moon in Libra out there on its own, trying to balance all this energy, and it's going to be a little challenging. Now, so they're all challenging aspects. Now, the thing that's going to save us somewhat is that, okay, the Sun is about, your identity, me, shining on me, right? And Mercury is about communication. But Mercury is retrograde, so when a planet's going forward, it's about what you project outward, right? So when it's retrograde, it's about going in. So, with this Mars energy, we're going to want to we'll perhaps, say something really fast without thinking. So with Mercury in retrograde, it might slow it down a bit. Also with Saturn there. Saturn, Mars is about action, moving forward really fast, and Saturn's about no, slow, stop, and may even put blocks in place to slow you down, right? It's known as the planet of accidents. Sometimes it's just to slow you, stop. You need to slow down. It's the planet of teaching lessons, right? So it's a dynamic energy that's happening this week. And if we look, full moons are usually a culmination, right? It can be the ending of something. It can be, releasing relationships. It can be releasing behaviors that aren't working for us anymore. It can be releasing the way we react or respond, or releasing friendships. It can be about forgiveness. It can be about healing. It's a good time to kind of reflect and to go in and see what no longer works for us anymore. That's what a full moon is really good for. And also it can be the culmination and, you know, the blossoming of something that you've really worked hard on. And it could be the culmination of all that. You know, your intentions at the first moon, right? At the new moon, go back and see what your intentions were. That's why I always write mine down and see if anything's come to fruition. It's really interesting, really is, to do that. Now, what else is going on? I have to put my glasses on and look at my notes for this. Yes, it can be very emotional and sensitive for some people. Of course, that's the new moon, right? We could be extremely sensitive when somebody says something, and we could really be hurt by it. So it's important to really think before we speak, like bite your tongue. You know, take a deep breath in. Think about what you're going to say. And also what you can say, what you say may be misconstrued. Now, Venus will have moved into Taurus, and Venus is at home in Taurus, darling. She's going home. She's feeling really good. She'll be languishing on the couch, eating bonbons, taking, you know, rose petal baths. She's going to feel romantic. She's going to feel wonderful. So you've got this wonderful energy. And at the same time, she's moving into a really nice aspect to Uranus, which is the planet of surprises. Meet a new love. We could bump into someone unexpectedly when we least expect it, right? It could be about, you know, Venus is about finances too. We could have some surprises with finances. So I feel that this is a really interesting and a really lovely energy coming in. And I think this is a really opportune time to focus on, you know, equality and balance, because that's what Libra is about. And look what's happening, you know, across the nation. It's all the young people are you know, rising up and what amazing speakers they were. I was blown away by that. Anyway, listen, that's getting on something else. Anyway, that was just so moving to watch that. To watch all those young people so articulate and so confident and so done with what's going on. Power to you guys. You're going to save us. Anyway, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for March the 26th through April the 1st. And the first card that came up for you guys, oh, I don't think that's enough light, is it? Oops, hold on. I don't know why it looks a bit darker, doesn't it? Hold on, let me just adjust a bit of a light there. Is that better? That's better, yeah. Okay, so the first card that came up for you guys is the, this just came up in the Aries one, and exactly with a clarifying card also. This is the 11th of air. Now this is a different deck. It's not quite the same as a regular tarot deck, but it's, you know, this is mind and body. So when this card comes up, it's asking you to look at your beliefs about your body and on what beliefs you have in, it's about looking at your beliefs in your mind, right? This is about being open to the fact that your mind controls your body. So it's almost like looking at your mind and saying, what's going on there? How is it affecting my body? Now, you know, I already said this in Aries, but there have been studies. Scientists have already proven that our mind affects our bodies. It's a very powerful tool, right? You could have a hypochondriac. You can give them symptoms to a disease and they can manifest that disease. At least they think they have it. Now, you know, yogis can regulate their heart rate and their blood pressure through meditation. They can manipulate it. Multiple personalities, they can have different health issues. Each personality, one may need glasses, one wouldn't. One may have some other kind of disease and one doesn't. It's really fascinating, right? So it's really important to get out of your head, right? And to actually explore what your belief systems are, right? And to understand, really explore how powerful your mind is. And knowing that and understanding that, right? Change what you believe, change what you think is going on with you. Look at your body. There's so many books out there. There's the I forget what it's called. I'll bring it out later, and I'll put it in the description box below. I can't, it's too dark to go, and I don't want to get up and go over there. But and also Louise Hay's Heal Your Body, right? I think it's called Heal Your Body. I'll put that down too. And it's all about any kind of ailment that you have. What started that? It's the emotional cause of it, right? There's a cause and effect. So this, honestly, meditate. That's all I can say. Meditate. I mean, you just hear that from me probably in every single video. Meditate. It's very important. Declutter the mind. This is about decluttering your mind. It's about, really exploring how powerful that your mind is. I mean, you can change your whole life by changing your perception, right? It's like the glass half full as opposed to the glass half empty. If you're always looking at the glass as half empty, you're not really having a fulfilled life. You're kind of unhappy. If you're looking at your glass half full, you're going to be in a state of happiness most of the time. Now, clarifying that is the Fool. It's like a leap of faith, darling. This is like a leap of faith, right? This is exactly, if you've got this crossover definitely here with Aries, it was exactly like that, right? Only it was kind of on the end of the reading instead of the beginning. To me, it looks like you're kind of going to change. I have a feeling that this week is kind of all about change anyway. If you listen to the report, the astrological report. Now, the next card you got is the Six of Water, right? This is about bringing kindness and compassion into your life. It's about... and this is so apropos for what's happening astrologically. It's about not responding to aggression with aggression. It's about being calm in the storm. It's about being the eye of the storm, right? Totally calm. Everyone else can be crazy, but you're calm. It's about, being kind. It's about releasing anger. It's releasing emotions that don't work for you. And clarifying it, we have the Page of Pentacles, right? This is about, the pages are messengers, right? And this is about manifestation. So you could hear some news coming in for you this week. Some good news, maybe an opportunity, maybe money is coming in, maybe this is definitely like, text messages, emails, who gets a letter? Well, you get letters and bills, don't you? But it could be an opportunity coming in for you this week. And so I feel that you have to kind of move forward very calmly. And also, I just got social media came up for me then, for you guys. We have to really be careful what we post on social media. So it's about being kind and compassionate, right? And you can speak your truth, absolutely. Use social media to spread the word in your belief systems, but do it with always with your heart. Do it heart-centered, always with kindness and compassion. And if someone, leaves you a nasty comment, you don't have to respond nastily. You can say, thank you very much, but keep it moving, in a nice way. And you've also got, excuse me, the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is this very, she's very gregarious. She's a social butterfly. She's a really good businesswoman. She's an incredible, she's got it all. She's like the woman that's, you know, got the career and the home, you know, the kids and the husband and everything. Now, she is really charismatic and she's out there. But she's fiercely protective. So you can't cross her because, you know, she just bursts out. Like she does not hold back emotionally. You know, she's fiery. So she's got that passion. Passion works both ways. Passion can be, you know, I'm passionate about what I do, but you can be passionate in a fight too. So I'm really getting that you have to be the eye of the storm this week. You have to be just calm, right? Calm and collective. If everyone else around you is going crazy, you are going to remain calm. And you are going to be able to release your anger. Because we will be tested. You know, Mars is playing a big role again. And then the next card we have is the 11th of fire. More passion, darling. Right? Now, this is feminine, masculine. Oh my God, this is so, you're getting such a message here. Okay, so this, look, we all have masculine and feminine sides, right? And it's really important to embrace both sides. Now, it's not about them having, it's about balance, but it's about balancing your feminine and masculine sides, but it's not about having equal parts, right? It's about allowing the masculine and feminine parts to flow, ebb and flow in and out. So sometimes we need to be assertive, right? A situation will cause for us to be assertive. So that's bringing our masculine side in, right? It's about, you know, sometimes we need to be a bit controlling our environment to protect, you know, feminine. And so it's you know, outward movement. It's about going forward, masculine, and femininity is about being receptive and softer, diplomatic, right? So using language more, you know, being considerate of somebody else's feelings. And there are times where we just have to forge ahead and bring in the masculine side and allow that to flourish and take over, right? That's what happens. We've all got male and female in us. So this is about dropping that whole gender thing. You know, just because you're female doesn't mean that you have more female energy, right? Sometimes you have to assert and allow that male energy to come out. You know, stronger language, domineering, forceful, you know, controlling. No, this is how it has to be, right? Sometimes we've got to do that. You know, we have to. So this card is reminding you to embrace both feminine and masculine. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us. Embrace it. You know, if you're a man, be more emotional maybe. Maybe you need to be more caring and considerate of the other person's feelings, because sometimes men just go ahead without sensitivity and they're just, you know, they're like, you know, charging in, knight on shining armors, right? You know, they're out, they jump, they're impulsive, impetuous at times, right? So this is saying, you know, sometimes recognize when you need to be more feminine or more masculine, or, you know, allow those sides to flourish, right? And to come out. And clarifying that is the moon, darling. The truth shall be revealed. There's a light shining on this. So we're going to have to navigate through this week very, very carefully and very strategically, right? We have to really balance and juggle our feminine and masculine sides, because the energy is going to be very, you know, It's going to be very, you know, masculine with Mars in Capricorn, Saturn, and then we've got, you know, the sun and Mercury in Aries, and then we have the moon in Libra. We need that balance. We're going to have to really use our feminine and masculine sides this week. So be aware of that. And the week could be wonderful. So I see some really amazing personal growth for you. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. Mwah, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.